Quarantine Questions. I'm here with Nick Wilson, who is our new business development person at Legion, and we're going to run through our quarantine questions. Good morning, Nick.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you? Does it feel weird to be wearing a polo?
I don't know what you're talking about. I wear a polo every day because I'm diligently working.
Right? Okay, so it feels weird for me to have combed hair, so that's just where I am. All right, so I have a series of questions that I'm going to ask, and we're going to learn a little bit more about your quarantine situation. So first
Okay.
question is, where are you isolating and with whom?
I am situated in an isolated research station in Greenland. No, I'm in my office at my house in Cincinnati, and I am quarantined with my 4-year-old son Bruce and his mom Becky.
Okay. Do you have any pets?
Just the child that I mentioned. And I heard you might be asking to see my pet, and he is unavailable. He is still sleeping, thankfully.
Yeah, no, don't wake up the kid. And I know if you bring him in, he'll never leave again. So that's totally fine. That
Yes.
he'll be glued to you the rest of the day. So what's been your favorite part of isolating?
Um, you know, I've found that this has been a very educational experience as to managing my finances when this is over because of the amount of stuff I'm not spending money on has made me realize what I should not spend money on. Certain aspects of my job are good a little bit this way, to be honest with you, because I'm in sales, but I'm on the phone all day, so it puts me in a position to really focus on that, even more so than the office, despite all the other things I lose by not being at the office.
Then that leads me right into my next question, which what's your least favorite part of isolating?
Not being able to get a haircut.
Amen.
No, really, that's probably my number one, because it's starting to get pretty intense. But also not being able to go to the gym, or just not being able to go work, or not work out, go to the grocery store or as much as I would want to, or go to restaurants as much as I would want to.
Yeah, because you grocery shop like every day when we're in the office.
Yeah, and speaking of the financial piece I mentioned, it's kind of made me realize that some forethought with that might be better. But yes, I do miss going to Meijer next to our office every single morning.
Every morning.
It's a ritual. It's
It
part
is.
of the process, the habit, the routine.
So you read my questions in advance, and I appreciate that. So, right, and segueing into, so how have you created a routine for yourself there at home in Greenland?
Yeah, yeah, and I know I'm being a little silly, but I think that I have created one, yes, and I think that that seems to be one of the most important things for us, especially like everybody we work with, to continue functioning as a business, but really even just everybody out in the world, to add some sense of normalcy. But when I have to be in our office every day, I have to wake up at 5:15 in the morning. So I've continued to do that. I've continued to do the things that I do in the morning, and then just use the extra time not spent commuting to, do extra things that I usually have to wait until the end of the night that day. So yeah, I do have a routine, but it's pretty straightforward because since Legion is going strong every day.
Absolutely. So, what are you most looking forward to about whenever it is that we get to go back to the office?
Getting a haircut, and no, about the office specifically, just the human interaction, and so much of what we do in our industry is urgent, and it is much, even though we do have multiple ways to communicate right now, it's still easier to handle urgent things when we could talk to somebody right away in person. So it'll be nice to be back with everybody that I'm looking at on a screen every day.
Agreed. All right. So, speed round. You ready for this? So,
Yeah, I didn't know this was going to happen.
you know me, I like to surprise people. So, speed round is just quick answers, whatever is the first thing that pops into your head. So, favorite lunch in quarantine?
Peanut butter and jelly.
Favorite workout?
Lots of push-ups.
What's your playlist? Do you listen to music while you're quarantining?
You know, I don't at all. And I was thinking about that. and I don't, because you mentioned it. Like, I don't think I have. Well, yeah, it's probably Stone Temple Pilots Radio on Pandora. That's how old school I am.
Hey, the same gen here. And for groceries, delivery or pickup?
We've done both. It
Okay.
it kind of depended, and we're leaning more towards delivery now as things have worsened. But yeah, we've done
Yeah.
both.
All right. Well, Nick, thank you so much for talking to me about your quarantine situation and sharing some time with me this morning. And I look forward to seeing you in person at some point in the hopefully not too distant future.
Sounds good, Lacey. Thanks a lot.